So before I even started this, I wanted to say, did you all notice my amazing background? I did that myself, and it was basically Stephanie's idea because she was like, you know, you probably need like a background for your videos. So I was like, okay. So I made that, and I have my little SterlsTacos and the logo and everything. So I think it's really cool. And tell me, do you all like this more, or do you like just the regular? And I am so sorry to Autumn if you're watching this. I know we tried to do this together, but our schedules never like met up to film this video together. So my thing is, this video is probably more of like an opinion based video, like my opinions about online school, and I can do a part 2 with her, more of like the educational side. I will eventually do a video with her because you don't even know how bad I feel about not doing this with her, and we talked about it and everything. So I just wanted to clear that up. So I know I've been saying that I'm gonna make an online school video, and I was gonna do it with my friend Autumn, but we couldn't do that. So I'm just gonna answer them, and I'll say who said it, and I'll try to put the picture of the questions because, you know, like fancy editing. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first question is from Emma, and she says, 1. How does online school transfer into credits for college? Is it the same as normal public/private school, or is it different? They transfer just like any other school, because trust me, when I was starting online school, my parents asked every single question you could think of, plus like 1,000 more. Like, they asked everything, and they asked about the credits and everything. I had to call schools that I was thinking about going to, like personally, and like call them and say, if I did online school, will you accept my credits? And they said yes, as long as it's accredited by the whatever. 2. Do you mostly teach yourself the subjects, especially math? Yes and no, because you have like lessons every day and you watch a lot of videos, and we have books and everything, because I have a biology book and a algebra book. And here is where I actually opened my stuff from school. They send you something, and it comes like a week after you start or whatever, and it comes with the little headphones that you use to talk to your teachers and stuff like that. And I got a biology book and my algebra book, and then they send you a little envelope to send the books back at the end of the year. If you don't get it right when you start, it doesn't matter that much, because I got mine like a week after I started. So that's just a little smidgen of, yeah, I'm okay. And our world history book is online, and you kind of teach yourself, but actually you can webmail your teachers at like any time when you have questions or something. And then we have something called live lessons, and those you have them on certain days for each class, and it's every week. And you basically, the teacher is talking, they either show their face or they don't. Like, especially with algebra, they don't show their face. They work out the stuff, and we just like go over, like, you know, like normal class time. And then we have a group chat, and it's everybody like in the class, or everyone that went to the live lesson can talk to each other. So it's basically like our class time. And I know I talk a lot about my Snapchat, but usually before my live lesson starts, they listen to music, and I usually Snapchat it. And for some reason, people think it's so crazy that we have live lessons. I'm like, yes, I have classmates. Yes, I have teachers. Yes, we have like class time, so to speak. So it's really not that crazy, and that just kind of gets on my nerves. So yeah, let me get back to the video. In my algebra ones, we have 2 every week. So it's more because it's a math class. But like, I haven't done any for world history. Like, I have a biology one, Spanish, algebra. Sometimes we have English ones. That's basically our class time. But if you have any question, you can just webmail your teacher and they'll get back to you. And then you can do individual live lessons. Like, if you're having problems with something, you can do an individual live lesson with your teacher. And then we have a math hotline that's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So anytime you have trouble with math, you can go on the math hotline and they'll help you. And I've been to that a few times, so, because like, I'm terrible at algebra. So they really help you a lot. 3, do you turn in your work daily or weekly? I turn it in daily because we have like a schedule. So this is the planner that I was talking about, and it shows what all you have to do for every day, and I just complete my stuff daily. And I'm gonna show you a algebra quiz just to show you how like the lessons look every day. So this was a hyperbolas thing. So you have like all your little objectives and stuff like that, and then you have the lesson, and it tells you like all this math stuff, whatever. And this is basically how every lesson looks. And this one, you could do this in 2 days, but then you could go to your algebra book and do those, and then check the things and self-assessment, and then the answers to that. Here's the quiz, but I'm obviously not going to take that again, but you just take it like a normal quiz, and like there's all the answers and stuff. And I don't even remember how long this quiz was, but you just do that. And then the work pad. This is where you actually do the work and you send it in to your teacher, and you can either do the work like in that little space, or you can select an attachment, and that's usually what I do. I write it out on like a piece of paper, and then I take a picture on my phone and then put it on my computer and then send it in like that. And that's the easiest way for me. And then after you do that, you can just press finish, but of course I've already finished that. Once you finish a lesson, you have to click the little check thing, and then you have a parent or guardian, actually called learning coaches, LOL by. The parent or guardian has to log in every day, and you have to take attendance. In South Carolina, you have to have 30 hours a week. You do like 8 hours one day, 7 hours one day, 6 hours one day. It doesn't have to all be 6 hours every day. It can just be like 4 hours one day, 8 hours the next day, stuff like that. Like me, that takes it every day as if I was in like regular school. So that's what I do. I just take it by the day, just do whatever. But then like for spring break, we had a test when we came back, so my teacher even advised that we just take the test before spring break so I wouldn't have to worry about it. So that's what I did. And I know people are going to ask this, but yes, you can do stuff ahead. Yes, you can do stuff behind. There's sort of kind of due dates, but yes, you can do everything in one day. Yes, you can do everything the last day or something, but I don't advise that. Just do it like you would regular school. 4. What is the best and the worst thing about doing online school? Let's be real. The best thing is not having to see them racist, sexist, stupid, ugly people every day. Like, I'm being for real. You don't even know how happy I am not to see them ugly people every day. You don't understand. I love it so much. And all the fake people have left my life. The only thing I really don't like is like staying in the house all day, but I can always like go to the library, go to Starbucks and stuff, so whatever. This isn't really bad, but like people don't want to hang out with you after online school, because I'm telling the truth, once you start online school, you will not have any friends. I'm just being serious, unless you have like really good friends. But if you live in South Carolina, you ain't gonna have no friends, because people in South Carolina are fake and crazy. Literally, since I started online school, I haven't really hung out with anybody, and literally no one texts me. Like, I'll text people all the time like, oh, you wanna hang out, blah blah blah, and like, no, I'm busy, no, I can't do this, and they like don't text first. Like, some of my friends I haven't talked to since I started online school, and like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss you so much, but like haven't talked to me. So I'm like, you're fake, get out of my life. 5. How to test work. And I haven't taken like exams yet because it's not the end of the year, and I just started like a few months ago or something, or a few weeks ago, so I haven't done like any major exams. But I know for EOCs you have to go to like a hotel and you take it with your classmates, and you can like arrange a time that you want to take it, and you can just leave after that. If you're like in AP, you just go with the school that's closest to you and take the AP test. So sadly, I would have to take like my AP exam with the people from my old school, sadly. Alright. Test, you just take it like you would take a regular lesson. It would look like the regular lesson. It would just be a test at the end instead of a quiz. After every lesson, there's usually a quick check. You just do that for different classes. Like, some classes are quick checks, quizzes, discussions, portfolios. Some is just a practice, and practice don't count for anything. And then with quick checks, you can use your notes and stuff, but of course quizzes and tests, you can't use your notes. And that was the last of her questions, so thank you so much, Emma, for the questions, because a lot of people didn't ask any. I'm not sure what this girl's real name is, but her YouTube is Patience Loves Makeup and then a smiley face. So she asked, do I do Connections Academy? And yes, I do Connections Academy. I live in South Carolina, so South Carolina Connections Academy. And she said how to stay motivated. Okay, so if you want me to do like a separate video on that, I can. But basically, I'm very self-motivated in general, so it's not really that hard for me. The only hard thing is like getting in the bed early, because I stay up late. And if you follow me on Snapchat, you would know that. It's just, I stay up late, so I wake up sort of late, but I try to start school when my old school would start, so I don't like fall off. Honestly, my motivation is I really want to get out of South Carolina and go to a good school. So that's what my motivation is, because if you don't do anything with your life in high school, you're not going to do anything with your life ever, and I don't want to be living at home at 30 years old. So because my parents are like, when y'all turn 18, y'all are getting out of the house. So I'm like, okay. So that's my motivation. And then Celeste asked me on Snapchat, what time do you finish, before your school ended or after finish your work? And it all depends. Sometimes I'll finish at like 1 o'clock, sometimes I'll finish at like 4. It depends when I start and how much I have to do. It's not like, oh, you have a ton of free time when you do online school, because I watched this video and she said that, and that's not really the case, because people say you don't have homework, but you kind of do, because I even have a certain thing in algebra that is called homework, so we have to do that. So I try to do it like regular homework, and then like with my English paper I would work on it like at night, so it'd be like my homework. I just try to make it seem as much as real school as I can, which it is a real school, it's just not like going to the school. I had to specify because a lot of people think online school isn't real, and I'm like, yes it is, get out my face, bye. Sometimes I finish before my old school ended, sometimes I don't, but then again, I just call that homework, so I don't know. And then Vanessa asked, 1, have you ever thought about going to normal school? And honestly, at first, I kind of did, because it's a little bit overwhelming, because like my parents were freaking out because my grades were low and they thought I wasn't going to be able to finish it, and they thought I wasn't going to be able to do it. But now my grades are back where they would be at my old school, like I'm basically in the A-B range like how I was. No, I have not thought about going back to normal school, because I hate basically all the people at my old school, and they're all fake AF and get on my nerves. So no, I have not thought about going back to my old school. And yeah, it sucks not having someone to hang out with, but honestly, those people are only tolerating you because they see you every day, and once you leave, they are going to have nothing to do with you. So I have nothing to do with them. 2, is it quite challenging for you? Not really, because again, I'm self-motivated, so it's just like, I need to get this done so I can get my education. I think it prepares you a lot for college, which I love. Obviously, the material, like if you don't understand something, you're not going to understand it. With algebra, that's how I am. I do not understand it, but I like it a lot, and I feel like I learn more. Like literally in Spanish, I've learned so much more. Since I've been doing online school than I did at public school. 3, were you the one who decided to go to online school? If not, who? Yes, I was the one. I had begged and asked for many years. Ever since 6th grade, I've been asking to do online school. My parents were always like, no, because you know, it's something different. So they thought I wasn't going to be able to get into college, or my credits weren't going to transfer, blah blah blah. And once we researched it more, and my friend Autumn helped so much, they realized, oh, this actually pretty good, and it'll give her like the discipline to do what she needs to do, and if not, it'll be my fault. I can't blame anybody but myself. 4, what are the cons about online school and the pros? And I think I've already kind of answered this. The pros are like everything, and I know I get this a lot. People think online school like isn't real school, and I'm like, why wouldn't it be real school? Or like people like, oh, it's basically homeschool. Like, no, it's basically not. If it was homeschool, it'd be called homeschool, not online school. Get that through your head, okay? Like, that gets on my last nerve. If it was homeschool, it'd be called homeschool, but it's not called homeschool, it's called online school, okay? Yes, I have real teachers. Yes, I have classmates. Yes, I go on field trips. Yes, we have Spirit Week. Yes, we have a pep rally. Like, it's literally it's real school, it's just online, okay? Because people take online courses all the time over the summer, and people are like, oh my gosh, do you really take all of your courses online? It gets on my last nerve. Like, I told someone that I was going on a field trip, and they're like, but you do online school. I'm like, yeah, but I have classmates and we go places. Yeah, people think doing online school, it literally means you're in the house all day for the rest of your life. Like, no. I'm going on like 3 field trips just in April. I talk to my classmates, like, we have live lessons, I see people, it's a real school, I'm not a hermit, okay? So those are basically the cons. People think you're not in school. People are like, it's homeschool. I'm like, no, my mom doesn't teach me. I have real teachers, I have classmates, there's a curriculum. And then Kyla, she's always being active, but she said, when you have a paper to do you type it and email it to your teacher or use a different process? And yes, that's basically what I do, because I just had a paper not too long ago. I wrote out my outline and my rough draft. That was one of the lessons. We had to send our outline and our rough draft. After I did my rough draft, I typed it out. You, of course, cite it, do all that kind of stuff. And then we had to do the turnitin.com or turnitin whatever. So you have to like take your paper and put it on there, and you have to do that and like put the link in your paper, and that just makes sure that it shows you if you've copied anything or like plagiarized anything. And then you just, like I said, you put that link in the bottom of your paper and then you just turn it in. So no, I don't have to like print out anything. I just type it, just turn it in the lesson, because it counted as like a portfolio. And those were all of the questions. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me. You're not bothering me or anything. I understand people ask a lot about it. Just don't ask like dumb questions. Like, none of those were dumb, but don't ask like dumb questions like, it's basically homeschool, because I'm gonna be like, it's basically not. Get out of my face. Not homeschool. Yes, I'm in school. Yes, I'm enrolled in a school. Yes, you can go to college with online school. And yes, we have a principal, counselors, homeroom teachers, and actually I did like the IGP meeting with my counselor, so it like prepares you for college and everything, and you can ask about scholarships and financial aid, which I need to do soon, so I can like try to start applying to schools, because I'm almost a junior, so I'm almost like really old, so I need to get onto that. And it's literally a real school, so stop thinking it's not, if any of you think that. It's a real school, you're just not going anywhere. It's online, but it's real. And another thing, people think that you don't actually graduate. Like, yes, you actually graduate. They have a graduation ceremony. You get your diploma, you get your cap and gown, you graduate with other people. So no, it's not a waste of time. You still got that degree, you still get to graduate, you still get to do everything high schoolers and public school do, and it's just online. So I know I've said that like 1,000 times. I just want to get that across, because I know it's gonna be somebody that's like, it's not real school, and I'm like, yes it is. Get off my channel. Don't think you're not gonna go anywhere in life just because you're doing online school, because you can go a lot of places. For laptops, you don't have to go out and spend like that much money on a MacBook. Honestly, if you have like a good PC, that will work just fine. But honestly, my old computer was terrible. Funny story about my old computer. The day that I started online school, it crashed. So that was just a foretelling of like, you know, I need a new computer. But if you do get like a MacBook or something, I advise you to still hold on to your old PC, even if it's crap like mine is. I still have it, because you may need to use it here and there for like certain things, or if you don't want to like mess up your MacBook, use your PC. It's just like, you know, just a little cushion just in case. So that's why I still have mine, and I think my mom may use mine some since we got new computers. So that's just another little tip or advice. But honestly, just have a really reliable computer, because that's mainly the reason I got this one, because my parents were like, okay, if you're really gonna do this and really be serious about it, we need to get you a good reliable computer. And that one was not cutting it, so this one is way better, and I'm gonna have this for a long time. I still need to name it, so if you have any names or anything, tell me, because I think it's gonna be a boy, but I'm not sure. So I honestly hope this did help, because I know it's really confusing and like, what in the world? And you'll learn more as you go on with it and stuff, because I'm still learning stuff now. I love it a lot. So if you're thinking about it, or if you're trying to convince your parents, just keep going, keep pursuing, make like a PowerPoint and say the pros and cons of online school to public school, and just keep doing it. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. Have a great day and night, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.